Okay, it is time to dive back into some more Mario Land 2, and we're going to be taking a fun little trip here to space. Alright, yep, so these bubbles here, as long as you hold in the jump button, you just float. So, yeah, if you come up here, there is a nice hidden one up. So basically, this is a nothing level. I mean, realistically, all you need to do, hold jump, and float across the top of the screen here. There's a lot of water level nonsense below the stage here. And there's even some stuff in the sky that'll be below us. Like, you can see, we're just gonna fly over these Gordos here. You guys belong in Kirby anyway. Yeah, we got birds. You know, nothing... nothing can touch you from up here. I always kind of question the logic of this level design here, but, you know... we put it in here. So actually, I'll show you here. There are two exits. So you have this lower exit. Unless you're in a bubble, you are not able to reach this exit. Yeah. Going to the lower exit doesn't do anything. You have to get the top exit here to get into the space zone. That's gonna give us bunny ears. I don't want bunny ears. I want to keep the fire flower here for space zone because I am about 90% sure I need to have the fire flower to get the secret exit, so I'm gonna hope I don't screw that up here. So yeah, with the moon here, you get the nice floaty physics going on here. And I always like the moon theme as well. Yeah, let's just wait for him to pass us on by here. And these enemies here, so you gotta love just throwing stars at us. Alright, so yeah, see this mountain here that looks like it's pointing up. Now I know somewhere up here you should be able to hit a block. And see what? I'm not gonna be able to find it. Oh, okay, never mind. It was just sitting over here. Okay, never mind. It's only later that you actually find the one block. Alright. It's okay. Like I said, memory isn't 100% on every secret in the game necessarily, but that's, like I said, that's alright. Okay, so here we're gonna want to use the little picture here of Saturn. There we go. I was gonna say, yeah, somewhere around there we have our invisible Kaizo blocks. And then we're just gonna make a nice jump path. And narrow. And that, okay, never mind. You don't need the fire flower for this one. Okay. For some reason, I thought you need the fire flower, but, yep, so we get the, nice little shooting star there. Crashes in the moon, makes them all angry. Yeah, having the athletic theme in the space area is kind of funny, but, so anyway, I did really like the comment Cody left on the previous video, talking about, you know, a lot of similarities, like how much similar this feels to Wario Land, which, you know, as I said, it really kind of makes sense because of, you know, Wario Land, at least the first one, haha, now he's sad because we beat the level, I guess, but that's alright. But yeah, since Wario Land, at least the first one, is marketed as a direct sequel to this game, because it was, you know, Mario Land 3, then of course, you know, starting with Wario Land 2, they really just, completely changed gears with the style of, Wario Land there. Alright. Yeah, let's just get rid of you. Ah, see, there it was. I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I was not crazy. Alright, yeah, you have to figure out exactly where the next one of these guys is. There it is, huh. See, even playing this game way back in 90s when it came out, you're dealing with fun with Kaizo blocks. So it was already training you for all kinds of crazy stuff that you would end up finding. Ah, no! That was an expert landing right into the spikes there. That's alright. Oh yeah, that's another thing I did not get a chance to directly point out. So there is that enemy counter there in your bottom status bar there. So every 100th enemy you defeat will spawn one of those stars. So just a fun little thing to keep an eye on. I mean, if you are good at planning things out, you know. Oh yeah, okay, so that's why I remembered about the fire flower. There were fire blocks there. You just only need them if you're going for that and you don't feel like doing a jump, I guess. Alright, now I did say about this secret, well, not a secret, but I mean, like, this method of always getting the 3-ups there. Sometimes that might end up just being a 1-up heart, so, you know. I'm not sure exactly what causes that, but every once in a while, that's, instead of a 3-up, it's a 1-up. Alright, so now everyone's favorite music track from the game. This one is some, just some crazy nonsense here. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I need to... Alright. Yep. Now you can actually kind of float indefinitely. It's basically the same mechanics as that bubble that we used in the hippo stage to get here. Yeah, and then obviously touching one of these stars is definitely bad news. Basically an enemy, but hey, who doesn't love a nice auto-scroller in their boss levels? Now again, you can kind of go after coins and stuff all you want. But we're not super worried about that. Oh yeah, those guys are funny since they're basically invulnerable when they're deflated. Just wait in your... Ah. That was a little bit close. We're playing with fire a little bit here. Now, of course, the one logic thing with this that always kind of got me was the idea that's like, I missed the star. That'll make this part a little bit trickier because we got to go up and down and around here, but that's all right. Yeah, if you manage to grab the star there, you can basically just skip all that nonsense there. But so yeah, grab another fire flower, and look who our boss is. It is Tatanga, which who was last seen being the boss for he was last seen being the boss for Mario Land 1. And you gotta be careful, his hitbox can be a little bit weird. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I hate sometimes when he has that weird timing with his attacks there, but that's alright. Yeah, pretty simple to defeat him, so he's undergone a little bit of a downgrade since his days there in Mario Land 1. And then that just sends you right back to the Hippo Zone. So yeah, anytime if you want to revisit the Space Zone, you just have to go to the through the Hippo level again, which unfortunately, since we've shown that, was easy to get to. Yeah, and I always like the Macro Zone theme here, and I love the tiny, minuscule sprite for Mario. So yeah, now the idea here is we're very small. We've been shrunk down to the size of bugs, although, as we'll see with, there's some other enemies there. I kind of just whiffed on that jumps for some reason. I don't know. There we go. Let's actually, jump on an enemy. What a novel concept that is. Okay, so... yeah, that's another level we're going to have to do twice. There is a secret exit to this course. And this one you need the fire flower to get. So just sort of continuing that fun little trick of, you know, making sure you have the proper power up for the right situation. So I might have to come back. Let me see if there is a fire flower anywhere here. Let's see, not here. Oh yeah, there you go. That one you can Kaizo yourself out of. That is not the secret exit, fortunately. I did kind of forget about that little trick there. But yeah, like I said, not a big deal. What we really want is up here. Yeah, like that other section kind of just led to coins. So you know, no great loss in terms of, there we go. Yeah, let's just get rid of you. Now this secret level here is probably the most useful because if you defeat that, it does make a quick shortcut straight to the boss level. Now, that said, I don't know that, like, as far as the speed runs of this game go, I think actually going through the normal pathways is still considered faster. Like, I don't think any of the speedrunners use that path. Alright, we're gonna have some fun here. Get the coins. But yeah, I think they always use the normal pathway, because I think it's because of the auto-scroller here. You know, you always take a very certain amount of time to defeat the level here. And there you go. In case you're wondering why this level has that. I don't know. That's always been a tradition of mine. I like destroying that block and just stopping the level there with those block pieces there just sort of hanging out. Fortunately, they're not invulnerable while their spikes are out. Let's see, as I'm going through this level again here, I know another video that Cody also just did was a really nice retrospective of the Timeless Rendezvous hack we did. Really cool. I mean, and I was like, well, yeah, I can definitely echo a lot of the same thoughts about levels. I mean, maybe some levels I maybe like slightly more than he did. I don't know. Just kind of felt like I had to get rid of that guy. And so maybe some levels I maybe liked a little less, but I mean, it was really cool. I was like, well, maybe want to do something like that, but geez, now I don't want to feel like I'm just completely copying everything. I'm like, gee, how do I go? You know, how do you go ahead with doing something like that? So I don't know, but maybe next time we do a thing like that, that's gonna be something I'll keep in mind as far as a project to do at the end. Just like a dedicated final thoughts video like that. And I like the format too, like just sort of going through it and using the different levels as visual backdrop there. Just kind of like, not really playing, but just recording as like almost demo footage. Alright, we'll go with the flower, because we got a lot of piranha plants in this section of the game here. Which is kind of funny, it's like, I guess these are really small piranha plants. Yeah, my fireballs are better than yours, Bonzo. There you go. And of course, fireballs working there underwater as well. Which is always one of the great things about fire, is being able to attack underwater. So yeah, these very small piranha plants, very small fish, since, like I said, we're supposed to be shrunk down to bug size for this nonsense, but... Yeah, not enough time on that one to actually get the one up there. Although I guess maybe you could extend it. I'm not 100% sure if that would keep your streak going or not. Oh yeah, and these butterfly enemies, which are very similar to the ones we see in Wario Land. Now these ones I know are easy to defeat. Now when Cody did his Wario Land playthrough, the Wario Land 1 playthrough I should say, recently, I had absolutely no idea that it was actually possible to sneak up on the butterfly-looking enemies in that game by crouch walking up to them. I was like, man, I played this game for how many years, and man, I had absolutely no idea that's how that worked. Which is great, you know, just, you know, learning something new all the time. Okay. Can't remember. I want to say one of these pipes I can go up. Maybe it's this one? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, as I try to remember different secrets and such, but, yeah, not for that one. Okay. Yeah, this I remember. There are hidden coins. Not really so much hidden as just kind of waiting for the right path for you to go up here. Alright, you can go over here to the Stry Bones and stuff, but, hey, remember, that might only be like an extra life or something like that. Yeah, so if you fall in between those pipes there are Kaizo blocks that are gonna lock you out, and you basically have to, go back through all the pipes and start from the beginning again. Yeah, not really sure exactly how much that invincibility star helps. I guess you're meant to use it to go back to through all the Koopas there. Carrot. Do I want carrot? I don't know. I feel like I want to keep Fire Flower. Alright, so we get to climb up the chimney. Jump over the flying Goomba. And ring the bell. More and more extra lives, please. Okay, so now boss level. And I like that this level uses the theme that we're gonna hear in the Pumpkin Zone. You get these trolls here carrying away my one-ups. Not really sure what they're supposed to be, but they always kind of look like witches or something. All things considered, I think those are really small books when you consider the scale of what's kind of supposed to be implied here in the macro zone, but you know, it's whatever. I mean, that was a thing. Yeah, my fireball gets blocked by his. So maybe I was wrong earlier when I said my fireball is better than yours. Yeah, I'm not really worried about coins, so... I always like timing the fireball, so it looks like they actually got killed there by landing on the spike. Alright. So now we get to fight the mouse here. I always kind of thought that, like, when I was a lot younger, and of course you're looking on a much smaller screen, I always originally thought this was like a wind-up mouse instead of a real mouse for some reason. I'm not really sure why. But yeah, it's a real mouse, but like I said, when you're looking at like a really small Game Boy screen, not the best, you know, clarity, it's like, you just kind of make up stuff. Alright, so now we have 3 out of 6 golden coins, so halfway there to unlocking Wario's Castle. Okay, so next time, yep, we will head over to the Pumpkin Zone, and we should be able to clear that, and hopefully Mario Zone as well. So, and then, like I said, yeah, and then Turtle Zone and Wario's Castle then should be another segment. So, yeah, this should be a nice, quick 4-segment series, I think. So, alright, until next time, later.